Morning folks, back to basics with this one. Well, I was thinking of a wood with a stream going in. It's a bit of a cliche now, but I'll stick to sky and water and a bit of distance. Right, this is the Fabriano £130 studio paper. It does certain things that the heavier papers don't do. It scrapes out very well with a card, but of course, like all techniques, it is prone to overuse. A little goes a long way. I'm just going to wet this off, and as it expands, I'll reclip it. Right, put a bit of yellow raw sienna. Just a tint. We don't want too much of a. Don't want it too dark. But if you're going to put water in, paint the water at the same time as you do the sky. I'll just reclip that. I don't even stretch my £90 papers. They don't need it. You just pull them tight and they go more or less flat. Right, let's have a bit of blue in there. If I use the hairdryer, which I will, I'll give you plenty of warning, and then you can take your headphones off or mask yours, or not mask, but mute your sound or fast forward through the bit you don't like. Get a bit darker in there. Bit of light red mixed with the ultramarine. Nicely mixed. You've got about a couple of minutes before you need to dry, because the paper will then go with the cauliflowers. Okay, that'll do. Reclip again, and then I'll give it a dry, but I'll give you plenty of warning. Right, I'm drying now. So mute, remove. Okay, all done. Right, now the paper's pretty flat, still slightly damp. Now some distant hills or mountains. This is your sky colour. On the blue side of the red, remove any loose hairs. I want a bit of yellow in there, a bit of blue yellow. Well, I'm just making this up as I'm going along, but I've done so many of them now that they're sort of second nature. It's just a repertoire you develop over the years. You end up with several views that you can just always return to. Trying to get the horizon horizontal. You can always put a faint line in. I don't really like heavy drawn lines. Oh, let's just get a bit of that's going uphill, so we'll bring that down there. Okay, that's a bit of burnt sienna in there, a raw sienna, and that palette grey. Oh, I should have a bit of burnt umber in there. Because I don't use much burnt umber. Oops. The mud. I'll put a bit of Payne's grey in that with burnt sienna. Okay, so that's our bit we've got to work with. Right, we're going to go over the background now. I'm going to use the medium hake for that. It's Ron Ransom hake. Of course I got the Frank Clark one. We'll put in some rich green. Blue, red, yellow, got a bit of red in there. Light red is an incredibly strong colour. Oh, it's giving an impression of trees going along there. Alright, when that's dry, I'll do some detail in that bluey green background. Just reclip the paper a bit. Then I'll start on this other side here. I'm getting a bit low in the supply of this paper. I have to buy some more. I used to buy 100 sheets at a time, but I don't. I use more of the £90 rough Saunders now. But this is a good paper. It's a good paper to paint in acrylic or oil on. Right, okay, let's I'm going to no, I'll stay with the one brush. Want to put in some foreground in that now. Well, that's still a bit wet. I'm going to dry that, so I'll giving you warning now. Mute, remove headphones. Go. Okay, all clear. Right, we need some texture now in that foreground. Let's go down there with that. Oh, it's very nice. Carry on with that green. Blue, touch of red, lumpy yellow. And this hike is just about coming to its end now. Alright, let's get a bit of Payne's grey in there. I'll get some marsh grasses. Right, more dark. Right, card. Right, I'm going to go over, I'll let that dry, I'm going to go over that bit there now. I'll use the medium hake. Right, so just a slightly darker green, greeny blue. These hedgerows, walls, stone walls. Right, let's get some trees on the top of that ridge there. Yeah, just adds another dimension. Typical Dartmoor scene, Lake District. When we say the Lake District, I mean that area north of Manchester and Cumbria, which is one of our greatest beauty spots. Been there a couple of times. Went to a wedding up there in some castle. Great time. Right, okay, that's I'm going to put in a bit of a tree now. No, I don't really. I just want a bit of a something in that foreground there. I don't want a tree. I just want something dark. So I'm mixing a bit of blue, bit of sienna. Just give it a little bit of interest in that. That's the great thing about doing water. What you put in, like I'm doing now, drag down, and you've got your reflections. Just says water. Okay, I don't really want to do much more than that. Put a bird in. Very basic, very simple. Using a hake, you need to control the water content of the brush. Let's have a bit of gouache. Try to find a nice My Little Rigger, which seems to have vanished. My Frank Clark Rigger. Ah, there it is. Right. Now, as you know, I'm not nautical. Don't know anything about yachts, but they're great to put in a landscape or in the water. Just says, well, just an object in the landscape. And it also gives an idea of wind. I'm going to get my little 3/4 inch brush, bit of gouache on it, and we'll just put a bit of Bit of detail. So it just adds a little bit of detail. So sort of mud flats over here, got to put a bit of detail in there. So let's don't know what you would really find in mud flats other than reeds or grass, marsh grass. Okay, that'll do. I've put in amount, so we'll have a look at it. Let's have what that mount would look like on it, a double mount. Well, that looks quite good in that mount. I'll just raise you up. It's a white, it's a just slightly off white double mount. I cut that quite a time ago. It's getting a little bit, slightly a bit grubby. But I hope you like that one. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to upload that now. See you soon. Bye bye.